Rnd Mndly by David McFadden. I've told you my deepest, I'll cry tomorrow thoughts. Publishing's a greater sin than writing, and talking than deepest sorrow. It gets colder outside, it's hotter in here. You think about death and you're suddenly amazed that it's more interesting than thinking about jogging. I'm not the sort of guy to go around the house reciting poetry. Oh, maybe a line now and then, or some music I've just discovered. Unlike my grandfather, I won't insist you sit while I read you the evening paper. Something like the Andante of Mozart's Fifth Symphony, so deeply emotional, as if this was the way he always wanted to write, but Leopold thought his polite audience would be offended. I've always have something to read to you, or give you to read, but I wouldn't insist. It feels a little cooler now. Something happening on my way here. I got swarmed and lost my clothes. Popped into the museum to get this barrel. Those aren't barrels they go over Niagara Falls in. They don't have little holes to pee through. Tradition's not made of wood or stone, and it's everywhere except where we expect it. How much am I offered for this barrel of tears, shed when you told me you loved another? Or, depending on the crowd, the day Mahatma Gandhi was shot. Or this thimbleful of tears shed the day Mozart or Van Gogh died. The thimble, of course, draws the highest bid. I wasn't worthy to be a hair in your wig. It took us so long to work up the nerve to look at the spikes piercing our palms. I think it happened in the South Pacific one night when the stars were dripping ketchup. Everybody knows I still adore you and that you're the cause of all my woe. What am I talking about? I don't know. My heart has a sleeping bag but no tent. The stars justify the rain and the bites. All barrels come from the end of a power. Darling, your barrel of shotguns has arrived. Cut off my arms, cut off my legs, but don't cut off my source of sorrow. And don't cut off the silken threads that bind me to my sleeping bag. Help! I'm being dragged off the stage. The heart has neither arms nor legs. While singing On the Road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, I was punched in the face by Sugar Ray, and suddenly everything was A-OK. So I got into my sleeping bag, and down I lay. The Buddha was enlightened, you kneel and pray, in the hope of becoming likewise some day. But it's all a big fat stack of hay. Everyone's enlightened, they just don't say. That is Rnd Mndly by David McFadden.